There it goes. Oh, dear Lord.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that.
Okay, so here's what. What we're doing today is this. We're doing the exact same thing we've been doing, but we're doing harder problems. But I don't want them to be harder because I'm a baby and I don't want to do harder problems. So what I've decided to do, well, what the problem does, is I'm going to give you a hint. And I'm going to say, we want to get the answers out of this. There's going to be 3 answers. I'm going to give you one of the little factors. So on number 1, here's what. This is the problem we're doing right here. We're going to try to get the answers for this guy. And what I'm telling you is, hey, you guys, I'm going to spot you one. I'm going to give you one of your parentheses already. Can that help you to take a scary problem and make it easier? And the answer is, it does. So here's where we're heading. At the end of this problem, we are going to want 3 sets of parentheses, right? Because it's to the 3rd power. And I'm giving you this one already. Okay. And if you're saying to yourself, well, how does that help me? Here's how. We're going to use synthetic division to take this scary guy and make him less scary. So what I want you to do is start right here. You're going to write this on your notes. Let's take these guys for synthetic division. 1, -6, 3, and 10. Is everybody cool with that? Have I lost anybody? And what we're going to put on the outside is this guy. And I'm going to tell you it's going to work because it would be a stupid hint if it didn't, right? What kind of that's the meanest hint at all. It's like, here's multiple choice. Put A, and then the answer is like C. That would be mean. I'm not going to do that. So remember what we do. We're going to put the opposite of -2, so we're going to put a 2 here. Is everybody cool with that? Have I lost anybody? Okay, let's do synthetic division. It's my favorite thing in the world. Bring down the 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Add them up. Just multiply and add. 2 times -4 is -8. Add them up. -5 times 2 is -10. And look, it was 0, just like I said. Yay, I'm so happy. Everybody okay? So watch what I have now. Instead of having this scary problem, my new problem is this. 1x squared, remember I drop it down from this guy, minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. And that is really easy to X factor. It's super, super easy. I took a scary one and I made it easy. Talk to me.
On the ones we were doing before, did those also equal 0?
Yes, they're all going to end up being 0.
Okay.
Awesome. So let's now take our new easy problem because we're so happy that it's easy. So let's take this guy. He's a 3-parter, and let's just X factor him. So I want you to talk to your neighbors because at least now y'all have neighbors. It was really sad when you didn't have a neighbor. I'd like you to say to your neighbor, what 2 numbers multiply to be 5, but add or subtract to be -4. So talk to each other right now. Decide what are my numbers right there.
5 and 1. It's -5. Yeah.
The trick is going to be one of them is positive and one is negative. Can you and your neighbors decide which one goes where?
No, -1 and 5, right? That's 5 minus 1.
Multiply by 5.
No, yeah, -5 and 1.
There we go. I'm hearing it out there. -5 and 1. So awesome. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over here. X minus 5, X plus 1. Time to get my answers out. The little hedgehog says, what are the answers? And here they are. 5, yay. -1, yay. And 2. I used synthetic division to take a scary problem and make it easy. Does that make sense? That's what we're doing today. So -5 times 1 makes, oh, this should have been a -4. That was me. Sorry about that. Good catch. See, we missed you being absent. I made all sorts of mistakes. Okay, let's do the next one. It's the exact same thing. You guys think you guys want to try it on your own? You want to try it together? Here, it's the exact same problem. Let's try it. This next one is you got this one. So here we go. Scary problem. Want to make it easier. So step one is to use our friend's synthetic division and our hint. So here's what I know. I know I'm going to get 3 answers on this bad boy. So I know I'm going to have a parenthesis and a parenthesis and a parenthesis. I know I got one of them. I'm going to use that guy to help me get my other ones. So let's use synthetic division. 1, 12, 47, and 60. Don't forget that 5 becomes negative because you got to flip his sign. And don't forget he's going to be 0 at the end. How do I know? Because otherwise it's a stupid hint, right? Give it a try. See how you do. Check with your neighbors too. And you COVID kids at home. Check with your dog. Hey, don't forget, I forgot to remind the other class, damn it. Tonight is Tuesday. Does anyone remember what that means for tonight? Yeah, Cole? Yeah, if you want to come hang out with me at 7 o'clock. I'll put the link in like at 6:45 and just go to Google Classroom and there'll be a link there and you click it and you can come hang out with me if you're feeling really lost. If you're not, you don't have to come. Like if you're feeling like, I got this, I'm good, then rock on with your bad self. Okay, so here I go. I'm doing it. 1, -5 is 7. -35 is 12. -60. Yay, it worked. Okay. Now we're going to take our leftover, and that's our new problem. X squared, I know it's squared, it drops down 1, plus 7x plus 12, and we're going to set it equal to 0 because of this guy right here. Ooh, it's a nice 3-parter. Factors of 12 that add up to be 7. So I want to hear some conversations. What are the 2 numbers that make, oh, you guys don't even need me. 4 and 3, so good. 4 and 3. Coming over here, x plus 4, x plus 3. That's the thing factored perfectly. My answers, -4, -3, -5. I'm telling you, literally this is, that you can show off because this is good stuff. Next one, we're going to step up our game, my lobster friends. Little bit harder. Take a look at it. Ew, that bad boy is pretty scary. He's got lots of stuff happening on him. We're looking for 4 answers on this one. 4 answers. So the first thing I need you to do with your friends, I need you to take that ugly problem and make it less ugly. So start with synthetic division, okay? I'm going to walk around and see how people are doing, and then I'll come back. Once you do the synthetic division, we'll come back together about how to factor it. Hi, every COVID person. Say hi to the principal who just walked by. You know what's important is that you covered your face, but the camera was right there. So that's right. It should be over now. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm waiting. They're doing work, so I am giving wait time. So, do me a favor. Take a look at your neighbors and see what your leftovers are. I'm about to do it. 36. Here we go. I got 3 out here. Everybody ready? Okay, here I go. Dropping down my 1. Oh, and I know this is going to be 0. So here you go. Got the smiley face in there. 1 times 3 is 3. Remember, multiply and add. Multiply and add. I love these. I don't know why. Like, literally, these are like one of my favorite things to do. 12 and 36. Yay! Can I see a wiggle of fingers if those are the numbers you got? I'm looking around to see fingers if you got it. Okay, here's where this one gets a little bit trickier. We're going to drop it down so it's 1 1x to the third plus 4x squared plus 3x plus 12 equals 0. This is a 4-parter. Can you guys show me with your hands, what do we do with a 4-parter? How do we do it? Right on. It's so sad that you have to see my little choppy hands. Nicely done. So, give it a try. No, she won't walk in front of it. Go ahead and cut it in half. Factor this baby. Give it a try. I'm going to come around and do it and help people who might need it. So, we're going to chop him in half. It's this guy right here. We're chopping him right there. Pull out what you can. Here's a hint for my friends who've been absent. Take out the x squared, so we're left with x plus 4. I'm going to kind of let you go for a minute. Let's see if that was enough to help you.
This 2.
Yes.
When you take out 3, are you dividing it from 12?
Yes, yes. So 3 goes into 3 one time, so x. 3 goes into 12.
4 times.
Beautiful, beautiful. And they match. I love there's lots of checks on this one. Like if you don't get 0, it didn't. You made a mistake. If you don't, those don't match, you made a mistake. Lots of places to catch you before you just keep rolling, right? Okay, here's what I have. I have x plus 4 and x plus 4. So I pull them out because they match. I get this matcher. I get this matcher. X squared plus 3, that looks good. Now here's where you got to be careful. Don't forget this guy too, right? I've seen kids on the SAT test be really mad. They're like, I know I got it right. I'm like, did you remember the beginning one? It's like, I missed that problem now, and then it's bad. Okay, are we all okay so far? I'm going to erase this, and we're going to talk about getting our answers out of the ones with the squares. Remember, it's a little bit trickier. So here we go. This is everything literally that we've done all year in one delicious problem. Okay, let's start with the easy ones. This guy has no squared, so we just do the opposite. -4. Hedgehog says, yay! Let's go to this guy. He's got no squared, so it's just going to be 3. Hedgehog says, yay! This one's a little dicey. Remember what we do. We flip the sign. It's going to be -3, but I've got to do the square root. So he ends up in jail. But we can never have a negative in the jail. So what do I do with that stupid negative? Turn it into what? Right there, turn it into an I. Beautiful job right there. But they always come in pairs, right? You're going to have, so some kids like doing it like this. Plus minus, that's totally cool. For me, I like writing them twice so I can count that I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got all 4. I got all 4.
This 2.
Yes.
Is there, like, when you set up, like, the 3 things, is there always going to be 3? Like,
No. Sometimes, go check this out. This is to the 4th power, but I only had 3 parentheses, and here's why. This one counted for 2. So sometimes, like on the next problem, there's 5 answers, but you're only going to get, I think, like 3 parentheses.
yeah, so you're always going to have 3 parentheses?
Most of the time on these ones we will, yeah. Because if we only had 2, it would be pretty easy to do. Okay, last one, best one, and then I'm shutting up, and then you have time to work in class. I'm pretty excited about that. Here we go. Hedgehog comes with me. Last problem. There we go. Oh my God, it's to the 5th power. We got 5 of these babies. Let's start off with the synthetic division. Now I'm going to warn you, it's going to freak you out a little bit because you're going to get some zeros.
What?
But guess what? Zeros just get rid of stuff. That's okay. So don't let the zeros flip you out. Just keep plowing through it.
Aren't you going to have all 0?
They won't all become zeros. It'll work out okay. I mean, you're a bad person. That's all I'm saying. Okay, give it a try. I'll get it set up for you. So we'll do it together. If you try it. I got a 2 on the outside. I got a 1, a -2, a 5, a negative 10, negative 14, a 28, and a 0. Wow, I'm seeing so many people take good notes today. This is hard stuff. I'm very impressed with you.
You put X's on the 0?
Yeah, but then they disappear, right? But it helps you count down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does this make any sense? I'm talking to Johnson.
It makes sense. I'm just like, what do I do with like the zeros? Like,
Oh, I'm
the
going to show you that.
next?
Perfect. I'm going to show you that. And you'll like it when you see it. You'll be like, oh, that's so nice.
Okay.
Nice, because you've never seen synthetic division. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Those were my only two things I was worried about.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Is everybody ready? Let's take a look at what we got. You're going to like this one once you get over the fact that the zeros freak you out a little bit. Bring down the 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Ooh, got a 0. That's okay. 0 times anything is 0. That's okay. We're okay with that. 2 times 5 is 10. You got another 0. Still okay. 2 times 0 is negative 14. Negative 14 times 2 is 28. Negative 28. Yay. So here's what happened. I'm going to use a new color to show you where my x's go. It's going to be x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd plus x squared plus x plus nothing. Now here's what's nice about it. If you have a 0, it goes away. And if you have a 0, it goes away. So look what I have left. X to the 4th plus 5x squared minus 14 equals 0. We know how to do that. That's a 3-parter.
Literally just disappeared.
They literally just disappear. But you need them to help you count down, right? I worry that kids are going to go 4 and then 3. Do you know what I mean? You use them to count down. So it's a 3-parter. It's not a cut in half. It's a big X one. Factors of negative 14 that make 5. Talk to each other. Decide what those two numbers are. Decide which goes where. What the deal is. No, she's so fast. The sun is on fire. She got 7 and negative 2. Now the only thing we want to be careful of when we do our parentheses, it is going to be x plus 7, but it's not just x. It's x squared because I have this 4, right? So it's x squared plus 7, x squared minus 2, and don't forget this guy, x minus 2.
Why is it?
Because this is to the 4th power,
Oh.
so I got to split them up.
Got it.
Great question, great question. Now I'm going to erase. We're almost home. These are chunky. The last thing we want to do is suck our answers out, and some of you are getting very, very fast at
So
this.
easy.
So here we go. Let's start in the back where it's easy. He's got no squared. It's just going to be 2. Yay! I'm looking for 5 answers, by the way. Here's this guy. I changed his sign. Oh, but he's got to go in jail. He's not imaginary. That's good news. But he's got a positive and a negative. So I just write it right underneath. Okay, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one, best one. Negative 7. Put him in jail. Stupid I. He goes here. Positive and negative. And check that out, you guys. That is a lot. That's it's called the fundamental theorem of algebra. That is everything. 5 answers. You found them all. You did awesome. You guys got this. I'm impressed with you. Yay for you. Bye-bye, Covet Kids.
Oh, yeah.